Yeah, check it out. Yeah, she's still running good too. Here's the mileage. And it's better than that dude from Build Break Fix or Fix Break Build or whatever the fuck his username or handle is on fucking YouTube. I got 1,595.8 or point .9 miles on that. It's about to roll over again. But I've been driving this fucker around. Anyway, I'll be getting a new one of these. This one was meant for a fucking motorcycle. And when you go to turn this on, I'll show you. You just get the switch. It's trying to say that my fucking battery's dead. This is supposed to be all the way on fucking 4 to show full. Don't do that. So I'll be changing this out and putting a regular 12 volt to see what my voltage is. Anyway, look, headlights are still working. Bright as fuck too. New tires, new tubes, Schwinn. And look, I still have tread on them. See? Still have tread. And to show you that they're brand new, hold on, where's that? Must be on the other side. Where the fuck is it? Ah, there it is. Schwinn. Schwinn. Best tire. Best tire. Yeah. Still got my little bell. I'm going to be upgrading to a horn push button. This digital thing's coming off of this fucking bike. Because when I got this bike, some crackhead had this fucking bike. But the problem is the engine wasn't on this bike. It was missing a front wheel tube and tire. This tube and these fucking spokes, I laced it myself. And I got the little fucking wrenches to adjust each one of these. I think it goes loose, tighten, loose, tighten, loose, tighten, loose, tighten, tighten, loose, tighten, loose. Gotta go all the way around until the fucking wheel is fucking straight. And right now, looks like the wheel is still straight. It's not crooked at all. And as for the back wheel, and then like build break fix or fix break build. See, I got a radiator fan. It's a high powered fan from a fucking computer. It's cooling the engine right now. See, I got like this, put my hands up here. You can feel cold air cooling the engine off. That's when I shut the motor off. Just let it sit, cools down. Yeah, check out that decal. Yeah. Kitty, 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 kitty. Oh. More decals, yeah. See? Suspension Pacific. Mongoose, baby. There's my sprocket. It's by CDH Power. And it's a fucking... I don't know if you can see it. I think the lettering's covered up. Hold on. Let me just pop the clutch real quick. And then move it with my foot. There it is. Okay. Yep. See? CDH Power. And it's a... Huh. That's weird. Ah, there it is. Right there. 44 tooth. And it's on a this brake fucking drum. This brake fucking drum. Gonna shut that off to save power. And as you can see, it's the Manic Mechanic fucking sprocket adapter with 2 Allen wrench bolts. It might look like they're fucking rusted, but that's just because a little bit of rainwater got on them. They're fine. They're tightened on there though. They ain't going nowhere. And then, of course, when people set this up, what they do is they forget to take this the fuck apart and grease it. I greased the fuck out of it, see? Bearings are still good. I also greased up this gear shift thing. Now the reason why I didn't take this gear shift thing off, this holds the fucking chain in so that I can change this sprocket from high to low or from high to low to another smallest gear or whatever ratio to help pedal the bike better. But if I'm in a hurry to take off, I want it on the highest gear to where I can pedal it. See, it also acts as a brake lever. I'll show you that here in a minute. Check this shit out. You pedal the bike forward, right? See, like, pedal the bike forward. You push back like this, your chain drags a little bit. I gotta get a chain holder for that. But when you pull back on this, okay, it pushes back on that disc brake, see? And you can stop real fucking fast. And then, of course, I got these brakes here. Shimano or Schwindanamo, however the fuck you say that. And then it tells you the size M65/T. Yeah. Had to get a new back rack because the two pieces of metal broke. I put HD bolts on that bitch to hold it on there, 4 of them. And I got my battery set up, my fucking wiring and shit. Taking you around, giving you the tour of the bike, the Mongoose, and it's a fucking chromo oversized MTB frame. That's how this motor is able to fit here and back here. Also, Build Break Fix tried to say that nobody uses the fucking chain guard. I utilize the fucking chain guard, see? Gotta have a long enough fucking bolt to go through here to come through the other end so you can bolt this on. This is on. And then down here, zip ties are your best friend because I didn't want to drill into this nice fucking bike frame to fucking mount the fucking screw. So I just put a bunch of fucking twist ties in there and tied that bitch down. She ain't going nowhere. Also, on one of these bikes, see how much play is in this chain? I didn't bother tightening it up. It's loose. But as soon as you pop the clutch, on, chain gets tight. Let it go. Gets back to being loose again. Anyway, I'm going to show you something else. Kip, chain, spring, tensionizer. Also, I don't know if you can see it. See the metal wheel? Now if you come on this side, I don't know if I'll be able to fucking show you. Hold on. Yeah, see that HD spring? Now watch. I don't give it much play. That's a big boy spring right there, boy. And the way I hook this up, this is a flathead bolt, so it's not rubbing up against the fucking tire when you get flying. Yeah. Also, let me wipe the grease off. Just got a new seat today from fucking Walmart. It says Blackburn. And check this bitch out. Oh yeah, look at that. Ooh, nice and deluxe soft though. Look at that, it's like a fucking car seat. Ah yeah. See, my original seat cover is underneath this seat cover. And then I have a third seat underneath this that connects to the seat post. It's also got the cushy, wishy. I got 3 cushionings on this bitch. This bitch is like a car seat now. You watch, I'll show you. And I got it on there tight so this seat's not all weeble wobbling around and shit. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to get used to that. Boy, that's comfy as fuck. See, other people, the reason why they don't drive motorized bikes is because they intend to give you hard-ass fucking seats. Like these ones here. See, these ones don't got much padding. And then underneath this, it's got that hard fucking plastic. This one, too, gives you a little bit of See, gives you a little bit of cushion right here. And then you got this fucking thing poking you in the balls. And then when you go over bumps and shit, it hurts your ass and shit. This seat here, I'm going to need a wide seat cover for my 4-stroke. Because this one don't have much fucking padding. And then underneath this, see, it says Huffy. You got these ghetto support springs. See? So when you go over bumps, it goes whoop, 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 and shit. But anyway, yeah, I'll give you a tour of the 4-stroke too while I'm at it. See? Yeah. Brakes, yeah. See? Ooh. Ooh, you adjust it. Ooh, yeah. Connects right through here. And then it connects onto your fender. Then you gotta have your fucking fender real tight. Okay? And then my Manic Mechanic sprocket adapter. See? It's flush. See how fucking tight that is? Yeah, you gotta force the bitch on there and tighten it down until you strip the fucking bolts out. That's with some lock washing grease or chemical shit. You can tell I rode this bitch because look, there's fucking grease and there's fucking dirt from the fucking bike trails and fucking dirt from the road. See, go like this, clean off. Yeah. Got a sticker decal. It says stay dead. Yeah. And this one says 4-stroke gasoline, 49cc motor assisted bicycle. Pole start. How you doing? The new drive gear, black, standard. I swapped out this whole fucking gear shaft. It's down inside this fucking thing. I swapped it out, took it apart, swapped it on here, changed the fucking chains over and shit. And then of course you got your fucking oil dipstick. Of course I'm not opening this because it's filled with oil right now. Your gas on and off lever, standard. Your gas tank. Your mirrors. Yeah. See, I like the ones you can go like that and you can adjust. Now watch. I think this is the front lever. No, that's the back lever. See? And then the other one's up here for the fucking front. And then I got my fucking mileage. And then, if you ever wondered how to put a speedometer on this fucking bike, okay? Get one of the kits. You get this little plastic thing in the fucking middle that the speedometer connects to, okay? You want to bend the pin out like this, and then have the little part go that way. So you'd have to bend this, and then bend it again so it's straight, so it can tack with the wheel right here. Yep, I also put new pedals on this bike too. See? They're the much wider fucking pedals. Ah, yeah. Also, I can see why Chinatown says that these pedal cranks are only meant for like putting the 4-stroke engine on the fucking 2-stroke bikes. Because when you're riding, the vibration from this fucking motor, that's why you gotta turn the idle screw down. Like, not all the way down, but like halfway, so that the bike only does about 40 miles an hour. I gotta get that fixed somehow. But what I did was, this pedal crank back here, okay? See these threads? This piece, and the piece that screws on there, and the piece that screws on in that. See that gray shit? Here, hold on. Get the camera in focus. See this gray shit? Looks like glue. It's JB Weld. This whole pedal crank ain't coming back out. It's really in there. So I could fly down the road, do about 70 on this fucking motor. Guess what? This pedal crank ain't coming loose. But every once in a while, this will come loose, and these will come loose. So you gotta make sure inside here, you tighten this bolt up, and you tighten this fucking bolt here with one of them fucking pedal wrenches. I think you turn it this way or this way to tighten it, and then for this, you turn it this way and tighten it. But look at that. And check this out. This was a bike that was from Walmart. I'm gonna have to get some paint and fucking fix this, because what I tried to do was fucking use an angle grinder and grind this down to where I could fit the engine on. I fucked the paint up, but don't worry, I can fucking fix that when I get around to it. But see these motor mounts? Now these little parts weren't on this fucking motor. What I had to do was I had to order another fucking motor mount that matches this motor mount, and I had to take the slidey slide parts, this shit here, off those motor mounts and put it on here, and then fucking nigger rig it with the fucking bolts. You could see the hammer. That was from my ball peen hammer. I had to smash this bitch into place, remount the motor and shit, and then fucking back here I got this bitch super locked. It ain't going nowhere, and then I got the bitch mounted to the frame. Yep. That's how I do it. See, Chinatown, they want to give you these kits after you buy them and shit, and then they give you little to no fucking directions on how to install the fucking shit. Pisses me off. Anyway, watch this. Get the bike up, take the kickstand off. Okay. Now this motherfucker, I'm not gonna lie, this is like a mini motorcycle or dirt bike. This bitch is fucking heavy. You gotta use all your fucking strength just to fucking drive this bitch. Now watch down there. Oh, the chain's staying on. Oh, look at that. Yeah. Now I'm gonna show you something else that you idiots don't understand. These 4 strokes, this fucking part starts spinning like crazy, because this motherfucker's like 2,000 RPMs or 2,500 RPMs or whatever the fuck. These engines are a clone of I think a lawnmower engine or a bush cutting fucking engine or some shit. And as you can see, it says OHV. This motherfucker can kick it, believe me. That's how I blew up the other fucking clutch plate that's in here. But this new gearbox, you gotta love eBay. Like I said, I switched this fucking part out. Okay? And the bitch is on there. And this chain, I don't give this chain much play. See? It's on there. And then this little gear down here, this mounts to the fucking frame. Y'all trying to say that, you know, these fucking parts are garbage. No, you're garbage because you don't know how to get the parts right. You got to get one of these fucking mounting brackets, okay? Pinch it to this fucking thing to where it don't move, okay? Because I can go like this, it don't move. And then this little wheel right here, special ordered item. I ain't telling you what the fuck it is, because y'all are too fucking stupid. That's what keeps your chain on. Because I tried to ride the 4-stroke without the chain tensioner, and the fucking bike likes to kick the chain off and fucking cut your leg open and shit. But anyway, these are my bikes. This one here on Mike Motorized. It's a Mongoose Hotshot. And then I got my fucking Crossline wheeler. Then I got my Schwinn baby over here. Ah, yeah, see? Back crank. I got it nigger bolted on with one of these release catch lock things. Yeah. Because this fucking thing wouldn't mount on here. Or wouldn't mount up here like you're supposed to do off the seat post thing. But that would look retarded. Then I got my fenders. Last thing I got from that bike shop before they closed. They're located in Youngwood now. I got one for the front too. The thing for the back of here wore off. The one back here still says Planet Bike. And then I got my fucking 44 tooth sprocket back on here. I took that 60 or 66 tooth sprocket off. Just flushed with the fucking wheel. The wheel's still doing good too. And I got my fucking high performance carburetor. I still have to tune it. And I got the gas tank. Got me a cup holder. I think this is for a phone holder, I'm not fucking sure. Then I got two new things for lights up here. And then I got choke lever here. Mileage on here. It says 199.0, I think. Yeah. I got that other bike in the corner. I'm stripping it for parts. You're not allowed to see that though. Yep. I like my new green bike. She bad as she can be, man. Look at that. Super fucking soft seat. I'm gonna be riding in style. Yep. And most people said, if you run the bike too fucking hard, the motor would blow up. Bullshit. Still working. Had it for 4 years now. The original Schwinn over there, I had that one for 6-7 years. And the blue bike, I had that for only 3 or 2 years so far. That blue one, the fucking clutch that goes in that one needs to be replaced because this was a eBay return motor, is what the fuck it was. Somebody tried to attach this to a bike, ran it for like a couple miles, couldn't figure out how to keep the chain on, and then it probably tore up their back wheel because they didn't know anything about these fucking sprockets. Tore up the back wheel, probably fucked up the engine, burned the clutch out, so they tried to hurry up, clean the motor up and shit, drain the oil and the gas and shit out of it, wait for the engine to dry out, and then they put an aftermarket clutch in the fucking motor and then tried to resell it. And then I got it thinking that the motor was fucking broke. Had to buy a new CDI and a whole bunch of other bullshit. We ain't getting into that right now. Anyway, peep my bike. If you like, I know you motherfuckers like it. Got my little sticker decals too. Yeah, trying to make the bike look fancy, you know? Yeah. Also,